If you don't know what you're doing in life and you feel bad about it, newsflash, nobody knows. No one. I don't care. They're just better at pretending that they do. No one's got this shit figured out. I graduated a few years ago and life was good. Like life was like, I had like 6 job offers when I got out. This is before World War III. This is before everything went to shit. And when I graduated with those 6 job offers, I gave a couple of them like different start dates so that I would have enough time to like figure out exactly what I wanted. And I made a list. I made a list of like how much money each one was offering, how, what cities they were in, how far they were from everyone I knew, potential to like grow in the company, how old the company is, because sometimes these companies, they just be going under. And I still don't know what to do. So what I did is I called my older brother. He's 7 years older than me. He's supposed to know. So I called him. I'm like, yo, man, this is everything I got. What do you recommend? He said something that broke my heart, man. He said, hey, man, I'm going to tell you something that you should probably know. And I was like, oh, man, this nigga's gay. This is crazy. Because first of all, this is my phone call. Like, you do this shit on your own time. Nigga, I got some shit I'm going through too. And he says, no one knows what they're doing. We're all just winging it. Then he said something that stuck to me. He said, we're all just big babies with bills. Which, by the way, is probably going to be the name of this pod if it becomes a pod. We're all just big babies with bills. That's scary. Because if no one knows what's going on, like, I let this nigga babysit me. You tell me you had no idea what was going on the entire time? When he did tell me this, though, I thought, like, maybe this is just him. I thought about it a little bit more. I'm like, maybe this is just him, right? There's no way no one knows what's going on. No one knows what they're doing. You know that kid that fails in class? He got like an F, and then he come home, and his mom's like, why you got an F in the class? And then he's just like, mama, everybody failed. No, nigga, you failed. So maybe it's my brother that didn't know what was going on. But maybe other people did. He wasn't wrong, bro. I went home, right? And I don't know when these 2 events happened. I don't know if one happened before the other. But I went home, and I realized he's not the only adult going through this. Most of us don't know if we should marry that person, or if we should go to the city, or if we should get that job, or if we should take that promotion, or if we should do whatever. We just attempt. We just try. And if shit works out, we look around and be like, yeah, nigga, I got this. That was all me. But if it doesn't work out, then you feel like how you probably feel now, which is how I feel too. I don't know what's going on. But this is how I knew that he wasn't the only adult that had no idea what was going on. I was in the car with my mom, and my mom was like, she was kind of new to driving, but not that new. She was like, she could take us to school and whatnot. Does something ever happen in a car where you realize, like, I'm not safe in the car with this person, and at any time in the last 40 minutes, that could have been it for me. That was my mama in this instance. We drive home, and we had a garage, because shit was sweet back then, right? We had a garage, and the garage door was opening, and she's pulling in. And I turned over to my mama, and guess what? She ducked. She ducked, man. That's when I knew. Somebody let you have me. Somebody did that. Somebody authorized you being my mama. Because my mama is old, right? She up there in age. So if she hasn't figured it out, if it hasn't clicked now, it won't click. I don't think we ever figure out what we're supposed to be doing at any given time. I don't know if we're supposed to have all these answers, but we look around and everybody else seems to have it. I don't think that confidence comes from knowing that something's going to work out, because there's no way you could possibly know that. No adult knows what tomorrow brings. But I think confidence is the commitment you have to the decisions you've made. To just be committed. There's no such thing as a bad decision. Oh, okay, there's some bad decisions. There's no such thing as a perfect decisions. They're just decisions. And I think confidence comes from committing to those decisions. Whether you think that initially you made the wrong one or not, you just see it through. You just see it through. That's what I think people walk around and be like, yo, I've made that decision. I'm seeing it through. I used to beat myself up. I can't even talk right now. Somebody should beat my ass up. I beat myself up over this because I thought I was supposed to have it all figured out. I don't know if anyone remembers my face, but in 2021, 22, COVID-ish, just after COVID, I was popping like a mother over on TikTok, right? Like I was posting like a video. I was doing like 2-3 million a week for like a year straight. I just started stand-up. In a couple months, I was just getting into the groove, a little groove, you know what I mean? I just got booked on my first couple shows. Didn't actually end up doing 2 out of the 3 shows, and then COVID started, whatever. I just jumped on TikTok because I figured, look, there's 2 things I need to do. I need to get funny, and I need to have people know who I am. And so I figured if I can't do stage work right now because everything's shut down, maybe I'll figure out the social media game. And I did. I went from literally nothing, no followers. I went on TikTok just to hide from my friends and family because all them niggas was on Instagram. I wasn't trying to ruin my good name. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to go over here on this weird Chinese app that no one knew about. At least my circle of friends didn't know about it because it just turned from Musically to TikTok. I was just over there doing some weird skits and shit like that. And they stopped blowing up. And then I stopped putting them over on Instagram. And by that time, you couldn't hurt me because I already had people who liked me. So it didn't matter what you thought. You know what I mean? But when I started, bro, I had no followers and I got up to 800,000 followers. 800,000, brother. I know that ain't much to most people, but to me, that's brother, that's a lot. That's a lot. I was oh, well, if I got so much traction, I should go out and do stand-up. But the problem is I wasn't good enough at stand-up. I had just started. So I blew up way too soon. I couldn't capitalize off of the clout. But I went and I still did shows, right? I did 10 minutes on this guy's show. I did 12 minutes on this girl's show. I did 10 minutes on this other show, whatever. Some people invite some management to a show that I'm on. I have no idea that they invited management. I just go out there. And in the green room, this dude approaches me and we just chat for a little bit. I just hey, how you, cordial shit, right? He tells me yo, what you do? And I'm I do stand-up and I do social media. He goes, how many followers you got? I told him 800,000. He's like, what, 800,000? Long story short, he signs me. I just got signed, brother. I went back to my mama. I told her, mama, give me 2 years. Gonna buy you a house. Gonna buy you a garage so big your ass ain't got a duck or nothing. I was so excited. Without, sort of talking bad about anybody or whatever, shit didn't work out. We went our separate ways. Or at least I asked to be let go from an extension. And I felt like a failure because I'm not good enough at stand-up. I got all this clout. I made some money on TikTok. I'm not gonna say I didn't make any, but it wasn't really life-changing money. If I saved hard enough, I could have made that shit. You know what I mean? If I picked up a second job, I could have made that shit and more. But I beat myself over this because I thought I was supposed to have it figured out. But how was I supposed to know? I'd never been through this shit. I don't know anybody that's done stand-up before I started doing stand-up. I had a cousin who did it one time, and I had no idea. I was just oh, that's the thing that Dave Chappelle does. That it didn't register to me. I don't understand. People come to listen to you tell jokes. That's ridiculous. There's jokes at home. That's how my brain works. I'm well, who would pay for this? But I saw more and more people making a living off of it, and it looked fun. But I was scared of it because it just felt unstable, man. So I wanted to keep my nice, cushy office job. So I did, and so I stressed out. I'm bro, I can't keep up doing this clout. It's fleeting, and I also can't go out and capitalize it because I'm not funny enough on stage yet. And so I kind of I went on a whirlwind and I ended up quitting. I figured it wasn't for me. I started a bunch of businesses, none of which have worked out. You can tell by the sound of my floor, none of them shits worked out. I did a coffee business. I tried Shopify. I started selling t-shirts. I sold 2. Nigga, I knew both of them first and last name. You know what I mean? So it didn't even count. I lived with 9 people. How did I only sell 2? Anyways, shit didn't work. And I beat myself over this because I thought I was supposed to have this shit figured out, but no one does. No one who popped knew they were going to pop. They just knew that if they stayed committed to it, it would have to. I guess what I'm saying is I'm trying to forgive myself for falling short on things that I had no way of knowing, and to just get back on the horse and go again. And probably by the time this drops, I would have done stand-up. I've done a mini Canada tour with 2 of my brothers. Not my brother, not my actual brother, but brothers, you know what I'm saying? Do another one this year. Got back onto social media, did a few more videos, and I started this. Things are going good. They're slow, but I've committed to this thing. And I feel as though my confidence has grown because I've decided to stick and see these things through. Now, there's a few things here, and maybe we'll talk next time about the pains of doing 4 or 5 things at once. But essentially, I feel like I'm in a better spot. And, I hope this video finds you well. But I just want you guys to relax. If anyone's hearing this, look, if you don't got it figured out, brother, none of us do. All right, we're just big babies with bills. My name is Sammy Diamond. I'll see y'all later.